Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and this is the Harbor Freight Doyle Electrician Shears. The part number is 70495. Now in Harbor Freight marketing, they compare their tools often to other tools, specifically to the brand and the model and then the price. Well, they of course compare it to this Knipex 9505 155, and as far as I can tell, these are identical. They're the same shear, just a little different color. Let's dig in a little bit, but I think you'll find that it's obvious that's exactly what's going on here. This is about $17.99 maximum Harbor Freight price. This one on Amazon I just checked is a little under $25. Harbor Freight says this sells for $26 and change, so they're pretty close right there. Both of them have the exact same branding on the blade there, the Inox HRC 56 for what the steel is, and then also the hardness of it. You can see the pivot, we'll open that up in a second. Pivot cover looks the same. The handle, the seam lines, the multi-material grips, the little purchase ramps. You can see the stop inside there is the same. You could count those if you want to, but I don't think we need to. It is the same shear, exactly the same, all the way around, just a different color. Now it is for Harbor Freight. I thought it was a little on the pricey side. You know, you go. That's great. $17.99, $18 maximum price. Of course, I'll probably find a way to discount it. It's fairly new. As far as other tools, similar, I think there's a Work Pro that's real similar to this that I did a video on, but I couldn't find that. I might have loaned it out. Here's a C-Jet. I really like C-Jet pliers. A little different take on it, so not all of them are the same. This one's got the wire stripper. One of my favorites is this Knipex here, which is the kind of the pistol grip one. It's got the crimper built in. To me, with the spring-loaded handle, the way this just fits is really nice in the hand, so to me it's a little more precise. Maybe Harbor Freight will make one of those, and I think it's probably fair because I'm not sure Knipex makes these. I think they may license them from another shear manufacturer, so it's probably a fair game. And the price, you know, Knipex in America I guess costs more than in some other countries, so maybe in Harbor Freight, you know, 17, 18 bucks, that's a steep pair of shears for Harbor Freight, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's pop these caps so you can see the inside. Now they're used for my favorite little pick here. Pop that off, pop that side off, so you can see. Go ahead and take this one off. Thought about swapping handles, making a Frankenstein one. It's half Knipex and half Doyle, except the branding is only on the one side. So if I could get it to say Doyle on one and Knipex on the other, I might. But anyway, so there is the pivot. It is, I mean, this has a little speck in it. That's more of a bump. I don't know if that's a difference. I've had these Knipex for years, so I don't know. Flip these over. Looks the same to me. Let's do a few cuts with these guys. Oh, here is one big difference. The Doyle sheath looks like this. The Knipex sheath looks like this. The Doyle sheath was supposed to have something back here, my guess. Looks like I can pop this one down and out. Maybe. So they reversed this on the Doyle sheath, or on the, on the Knipex sheath. You've got the tab here on the belt loop, the belt clip, and that pops into this blank sheath right there and then snaps up. Anyway, it does. This one, I don't know, the part was missing from the package, so I'm going to have to go back and get the rest of it. Also, it was pretty much an adventure trying to get it out of the package. It had the thickest plastic wrap of anything that I've felt. Oh wait, hey, look at that. I solved it right on camera. There you go. That was easy. Never mind. Oops, and it's upside down. There we go. So, nope, it was right side. What? Yeah, that's right. There we go. I guess it's just wedged in there like that. It doesn't have any rotation. I kind of like the rotation because then if it hangs up on something, I'm going to have to pop that up. If I can. Why is it not going all the way? Send it into orbit here. Maybe that's all it does. I don't know. But anyway, this plastic feels a little bit more brittle. You can see the belt loop is larger on the Knipex, so if you've got, you know, deeper, longer, but thicker on the Doyle side. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's try these guys out. Let's start out with some easy stuff. You can use these kind of cable cutting areas. What it says is it cuts up to 10. I'm squeezing pretty hard up at the front end. Let's try the Knipex there. Interesting. Try it without. Yeah, maybe that's pretty close. Trying to snip this little stuff. Another thing is, can we do any kind of rudimentary stripping? We can. And now let's break away a couple of these little tiny ones and see if we can snip those off. There's one. Little sliver sized pieces. Yep. Works great there. Let's go to some heavier stuff. This is solid core 12 gauge. A little stiff up at the front end, but it definitely chops it right there. Knipex, same effect there. Let's go to a piece of Romex, see what happens. Here's the Knipex. See if we can work our ways, chew our way through that without breaking our pliers. Yep, snap it. And now the Doyles. Same thing. It's kind of an interesting little pop there. Is that the... Fine. So, as far as I can tell, there is no functional difference. Easier to warranty the Doyles, probably. It does say that the Doyles are made in Taiwan, which I don't know where the Knipex are made. I've long since lost the packaging. Sometimes people ask me why I don't tell you where everything's made. First of all, I don't know for some of it, and they don't put it on the tools. Second, I don't sometimes believe it. I'm not quite sure, or it's 3 different countries. You know, it's U.S. steel forged in Vietnam with finish work in China. You know, what do you say? But as far as I can tell, they're identical. So whatever the history is with Knipex is probably the same here with Doyle. And you could use them up. The warranty on it, I'm actually looking at the package here to see if it says. It's where it says made in Taiwan. It's a new tool for them. Lifetime guarantee. There we go. So if you had to choose, this has got a name, and it's got the Knipex blue and red, and that's the only difference. This one's got a lower price and a easily probably exchangeable lifetime warranty. I do like the that's interesting. Oh, that's the wrong one. Is it? No way. What's going on here? Could have sworn I had put that in there. Huh. Oh, duh. Doesn't have the caps. Caps are what catch the... I think the caps are all the same. The caps are what catch... There we go. I was thinking. So these two... That one needs a cap on the back. It's shot across the room. I'll find it later. I can use the Doyle one. There we go. That's what's holding those in there. Anyway, interchangeable. The Doyle's actually holding it tighter. I do not see any water holes on the bottom, drain holes, just in case. But there you go. So you know what? I like the security of this better. I don't like the belt clip as much. So go figure. Anyway, the Doyle Electrician Shears, $17.99 at Harbor Freight, 70495. New tool. It's identical to the Knipex. And with that, Doc out.